Alrighty, guys, this is bananas because we improved to 11-0 in our last 11 crowd pleaser teasers on my website yesterday. But before we get into some more of that, just want to take a quick timeout and welcome you to the video here today for Sunday, October 30th, 2022. My name is Brock Page, and I've been doing sports picks for free right here on YouTube since 2016. I also sell my personal sports bets on Patreon.com/BrockPage. And once again, guys, I'm 11-0 in my last 11 crowd pleaser teasers on that site. We've never done that before, might not ever do it again, but I'll tell you what, man, we are on a hot run in that package. And I'll include a link for today's crowd pleaser teaser in the description section below. And just remember, guys, if you sign up for that package here today, you're going to get access to that membership for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all the cheaper memberships on that website for 30 days as well, absolutely free. They'll be included with your purchase. Sorry, so excited, can't even get the words out. Now, we currently have over 645 members who are signed up and active on that site right now. And with that, guys, let's go ahead and dive into some free content. This is our part one video. We'll have part two coming out in the next hour or so. But anyway, we're going to take a look at the Pelicans squaring off against the Clippers, 3 o'clock Eastern tip-off. The LA Clippers are -3, totals 224.5. And even though the Clips are favored by a bucket, they're one of the worst scoring teams in the game right now. Matter of fact, they're in the bottom 3 in points per contest, and they have one of the lowest three-point shooting percentages in the West. They're also taking on a Pelicans team who does a real nice job of defending the three ball. They're in the top 10 in defensive three-point percentage. Meanwhile, offensively, on the other end of the court, real tough to stop these guys. They're one of the best scoring teams in the game right now. Now, the Pels are averaging 120 points per contest, and they're making 40% of their three-pointers. C.J. McCollum scoring over 20 points a night, along with 8 assists. Meanwhile, Jonas Valanciunas, he's getting 11 rebounds a game, and he also averages 17 points. Now, injury-wise, Ingram, Lewis, and Daniels are out. Jones and Williamson are questionable. Meanwhile, for the Clippers on the other side, Kawhi's out. Morris and Covington are questionable. When it comes to the total, LA's 4 under the under in their last 5. Unders against the likes of Phoenix, Sacramento, and the Lakers. I'm going to lean toward the Pelicans +3, under 224.5. Next ball game, it is going to be Wizards at the Celtics, 6 o'clock Eastern start time. Boston's -8 with the total at 221. Now, this number may be a little bit too big for Boston to cover here. They're already allowing 119 points a night, and they're in the bottom 5 in guarding the field goal. When it comes to defending the three ball, these guys are letting their opponents make over 41% of their shots from beyond the arc. Now, they're facing a Washington team who has the highest field goal percentage in the league right now. These guys are shooting nearly 50% from the field. And of course, Bradley Beal, he's getting 22 points a night. And he also averages 5 assists. Meanwhile, Kristaps Porzingis is making 42% of his three-pointers himself. But most impressive, actually, has been the way Washington has played defense this year. You really don't talk about that much with Washington, especially over the past couple of seasons. But in the early going here, these guys are playing really tough on the defensive end of the court. They're rebounding really well, and they're in the top 5 in guarding the field goal. Now, injury-wise, Wright and Kispert are still out for Washington. Meanwhile, for Boston, Malcolm Brogdon is listed as questionable. When it comes to the number, Boston saw unders against the likes of Chicago and Miami. Meanwhile, Washington saw 3 out of their last 5 stay under the line themselves. I'm going to lean toward the Wizards +8, under 221. Next matchup, Knicks, Cavs, 6 o'clock East. Cleveland's the 4-point favorite, totals 221.5. Now, the red-hot Cavaliers won their last 4 straight. They covered the number in all 4 of those victories. When it comes to shooting the three ball, nobody's shooting it better than Cleveland. These guys are leading the league right now in offensive three-point percentage. Karis LeVert's dropping 55% of his 3 balls, and he ranks second on the team in scoring. Meanwhile, Donovan Mitchell, he's getting a massive 31 points a night. But it's not just all offense in Cleveland these days. These guys are actually in the top 3 right now in fewest points allowed. Now, they're taking on a New York squad on the other side of things who has had a pretty tough time shooting it from long range. These guys are actually in the bottom 10 in the association right now in offensive three-point percentage. They also failed to cover the point spread in their last 2 straight. Now, injury-wise, Grimes is out for New York. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, Windler and Garland are out for them. When it comes to scoring, 3 out of Cleveland's last 4 did get over the line. Meanwhile, New York went 4-1 to the over to start the year themselves. I'm going to lean toward Cleveland -4 over 221.5. Next ball game I have for you, it is going to be Warriors at the Pistons, 6 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Now, Golden State's -7 away from home here, totals 229. Now, I do think the Warriors should be able to cover here on the road. They're scoring 120 points a game, and they rank in the top 5 in the league in that points per contest category. Seth Curry is dropping 30 points a night. He's making 42% of his 3 balls. Meanwhile, Andrew Wiggins is scoring 18 points a game himself. And that really could mean trouble for the Pistons because these guys are allowing more points per game on average than any other club in the NBA. Now, in addition to that, Detroit's also dead last in guarding the field goal. Their opponents are actually making nearly 51% of their field goals against them. Now, injury-wise, Alec Burks is out for Detroit. Meanwhile, on the other side of things for the Warriors, Andre Iguodala, he's been listed as questionable for them. When it comes to the total, every one of Golden State's games this season did get over the number. Plenty of action in their games, lots of overs for these guys. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Pistons went 5-1 to the over this year themselves. This could be a very fun game to watch, or a blowout for that matter. But anyway, I'm going to lean toward Golden State -7 over 229. And with that, guys, we're going to jump into our quick pick recap. I like the Pelicans +3 under 224.5. Give me Washington +8 under 221. I like Cleveland -4 over 221.5. And before I give you my next and final free pick for the video, one final reminder, guys, that we are 11-0 in our last 11 crowd pleaser teasers on my website. I like Golden State -7 over 229. And with that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my website. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, guys, happy Sunday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.